Are you, as a business owner or as a business leader, are you giving yourself enough think time? Are you giving yourself enough time to concentrate on the big items? Is your mind clear enough so that you can drill down into the stuff that you need to do and not be caught up in busy work? If the answer isn't a resounding yes, let's talk about it for a minute. So I'll just give you an idea of yesterday. I have a lot of meetings. I've got scrum meetings with my crew. I've got meetings with clients and prospects and that kind of stuff. But yesterday I didn't have any of those things. And I start my day off with a loose routine, if you will. But here's what my day looked like yesterday. It started with first, I was able to do some journaling, prayer, meditation. I had coffee with Pooh Bear. My 7-year-old tried to abscond me into video game land. That didn't work. Um, I grounded my feet in the earth. I said hello to my lonely pear, or I'm sorry, not pear, peach. I've only got one peach on my tree. I had 250 last year. Um, I participated in the ceremony of creating fire, which is absolutely gorgeous and beautiful and powerful for me. Fire is a strong force. Um, I checked on my pumpkins and my corn in my garden. I picked a couple of buckets full of tomatoes and lettuces. Um, and then I went on and I had an insanely productive morning and afternoon. And it's no coincidence. Clearing my mind in the morning, engaging with nature, grounding my body, these are all things that I do probably not as definitely not as often as I want to, but probably not as often as I quote unquote should, right? I get them in when I can, but it corresponds directly with being able to knock out big ticket items later in the day. Things like identifying, and describing avatars of my ideal client, working with AI to generate interview questions for periodicals that I expect to be interviewed by here in the coming weeks and months. Um, Really, really, really great stuff. It reminds me, it goes back to a quote by Martin Luther, not Martin Luther King, not Martin Luther King Jr., but actually Martin Luther, right? 14s and 1500s, when he said, the church reformer, when he said, I have so much to do today, I'll spend my first 3 hours in prayer. Because that was his time. That was his way and his time of being able to center himself, calm himself, identify what needed to be done, have a clear mind, and then execute on that. That was his Renaissance time. I call that Renaissance time. It's a Perry Marshall thing, but he coined the term, but I absolutely love it and agree with it. So I know what you're thinking right now. If you've been watching stuff on this channel and listening to me at all, you're okay. Where's the AI come into it? And that's a great question. How does AI, where does it fit into this puzzle? And the answer for me is pretty simple, and that is that by using AI daily, intraday, multiple times a day, I'm able to save time. I get great ideas, whatever. The busy work, though, some of the busy work, I can really save time. I can shave 20 minutes, half hour, 45 minutes, 2 hours at a time just on some of the tasks that I have to do on a regular basis. And that time I can put back into myself. I can reinvest into myself and into my business, into my renaissance time, so that I can start to work on my business instead of in my business. If you're not thinking this way about using AI to your advantage to be able to do these types of things, let me know below. Tell me what your problems are. I'll gladly go back and forth with you here if you're not ready to make a bigger push, but it's real. That's what I'm trying. The message that I definitely want to get across is this is real. This is a real way to implement and use AI without spending a lot of money, without having to go too deep down the rabbit hole, that can actually give you time so that you can get the clarity that you need to work on your business instead of tasks in your business. And I'm betting that your morning looks a lot different than mine. It might not include grounding or fire or your garden, but you've got your stuff that's important to you that help keep you grounded, help get you in the mindset. Maybe it's prayer, maybe it's fire, maybe it's reading a book. or drinking, having a glass of your favorite tea, or just quiet time where you don't actually have to think about anything. Maybe you paint or write poetry. It's up to you. It's your life. It's the things that make you happy. These are the things that make me happy, which is why I did it, which helped give me the mental clarity that I needed to go and have a rock star afternoon. So I wish the exact same for you. Let me know what you think of this in the comments below. I'll talk to you soon.